Hi, Kathleen here from the Tri-County store of Luke's Sewing Center. Now, if you've done quilting and you get your quilt top together, then you're asking the question, now what? Well, of course, the answer to that is you need to create your quilt sandwich. If you are quilting this yourself, for instance, I'm going to demonstrate at some point Stitch in the Ditch. So this is going to be quilted by me. So you want to have a backing fabric that is at least 4 inches larger than your quilt top. So 4 inches in all directions is great. It gives you something to hang on to. If you're going to quilt in the hoop, especially if you're doing embroidery hoops, you want to have the extra. You also want your batting to be larger than your quilt top. So to create your sandwich, you're going to start with your backing fabric. Now I have plain white, but if you're using a nice print or something on the back, you want to make sure that you put it print side down to your table. You're going to just take some painter's tape or masking tape and just mask your corners down, and maybe if you've got some long sides, you're going to want to maybe put a few on the sides depending on how large your quilt is. You can do this with any size quilt. You can, if it's larger than your tabletops, you can use the floor. I've used the church basement floor before for larger pieces. Then I'm going to take some 505 spray and just lightly spray my backing. This is going to help my layers stick together better. I'm going to take my batting and I'm going to lay it down in the center and then just smooth it out. You want to get your batting as smooth as possible. And with the 505 spray, it really helps to smooth it out and adhere it to your backing fabric. Okay, once I've got that done, I'm going to take another little light spray of 505 and lay my quilt top down. Now you want to start in the center with your quilt top and work out any of the wrinkles. Just smooth it all out to the edges, smooth it towards the corners. And when you're working on a small piece like this, you don't necessarily need to put pins in, but if you are working in a larger quilt, like a lap quilt or even one that's going to be large enough for a bed, you're going to want to use some pins, whether they're straight pins or safety pins, and pin in the center of the blocks. Especially if you're doing Stitch in the Ditch, you can use the centers of the blocks, and then they're not in your way for your foot to transit over the various areas that you're going to stitch. So that's creating your quilt sandwich.